YouTubers! Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel. Thanks for joining me, guys. Let's take a look at what's happening in and around the markets. Markets are going nuts right now, and airlines are taking a big kick in the pants, especially Air Canada. And gold is at 1990 and 20 cents. So gold is up right now. Gold is flying to the moon. But is it too expensive to buy? I made a video a few days ago saying stay away from gold because maybe it's at the top. Maybe it's reached the top. But a lot of people say it's going to reach $10,000. Wow, that is a huge. Even $3,000 is huge. Gold will reach 3, 4, 5,000 over time as our currencies become more and more devalued. But that takes a while. It's not an overnight thing, right? So let's take a look at what's happening here. Remember, guys, this is just my opinion. So everybody, relax. There's the TSX. There's the S&P 500. Right now, markets are still open for another 2 hours. The Dow Jones is down 245. There's the Canadian dollars kind of pushing for 75 cents again. Crude oil below $40 at 39.88 a barrel. Bitcoin, I don't know what that is in US. And then there it is, right there, gold. Most important thing, gold. 1990 decimal 20. Is it gonna break the 2000, or did it break the 2000 mark while I was asleep? I don't think it did. No, I don't think it did. It's for the last day. No, I don't think it broke the 2000 mark. Would be up here somewhere more. All right. So what is going on? Okay, so let's go back here. So let's go back on recap. So basically I did a gold smashes 1920 and stay the heck away from gold because gold could be too expensive to buy right now. And if it falls like a rock and the economy does, the thing is, the reason why this is all screwed up and everything's reopening in other countries, and other countries have been reopened for a long time, and other countries such as China have 0 cases, is because, I'll tell you why. It's not because the lag of the virus, is because it is it's a presidential electoral year. It's an election year right now in the United States. So you're going to see this stuff happening. If it was an election year and the Liberals and Trudeau was going for a second run, not now, but a second run, you wouldn't have this in Canada right now either. They would make it, because I think 12 people died in the last week from this, and that's labeling as COVID. They're not looking at all the people that died of this, that died in motorcycle car accidents, plane crashes, just of other underlying issues. But I guess it is what it is. So you got to kind of follow the trends, right? So here it is, guys. There are the markets right there. Let's look at some top stories. Crisis management, the luxury retailer advantage. Air Canada loses 1.75 billion. CEO calls for easing of rules. I read this article this morning. They call for easing of rules, and they also call for a bailout if the government's not going to let them fly. Loonie stays on track for the best win streak in 6 years. So our currency is going up. Huh, interesting. Canada's GDP sees 4.5% growth in May. Interesting. And Tesla reports nearly 40% profit decline in Q2. TELUS, sorry, not Tesla. TELUS. So, TELUS, a lot of people are just jumping ship with TELUS. I jumped ship with them like 8 years ago. World's number 3 gold miner asks CEO to leave after fund pressure. Price of gold fundamentals daily forecast plunge in yield pushes gold to its biggest monthly gain in 8 years. Wow. Euro New Zealand smooth ride up hits Fibonacci targets. The euro to the New Zealand has built a strong bullish impulse, but price action has reached one of the main targets at Wiz 8. And we got Tesla owner Roman Abramovich sells stake in Highlands Gold to Vladish Savubi. So I guess people that own assets like soccer teams and all that are starting to liquidate their assets. GDP and US dollar daily forecast. British pound continues its major upside move. Well, currencies are going up, but British pound has an upside move because the American dollar is falling. Remember, it's an election year in the United States, so the British pound will look like it's advancing against the US dollar only because the American dollar is becoming weaker. Gold price predictions. Prices slip despite decline in greenback and as GDP tumbles. Gold prices broke a streak of 9 consecutive higher closes declining softly following the larger. This is from 23 hours ago, and from today, you got the incline right here. Where did that article go? So there it is. So 24 hours, look at that difference it makes. Guys, I want you guys to be careful. Junior miners, I shorted a few of them, and right now, I don't know where I am. I think I'm just at break even, or some of them even went down. They went down 4 days in a row, a lot of these junior miners, when gold did go up. So I still have a bit of aggregation to work with. So I got till... Oh, so it was going to be Monday of next week. Monday, so I got till Monday. So it's a holiday. It'll probably be Tuesday for my short to end. For my, I put it to end. Yeah, okay. So I'm just thinking about that. I have to go into my portfolio to check that out. But no biggie. So it looks like here that airline stock. So people keep emailing me about my airline stock. Mike, what's going on? You bought a lot of airline stock. Air Canada. I want everyone to know that Air Canada, I've been buying and selling it back and forth at when it reaches 17, 18, and if I see a decline, I go ahead and sell. But usually, and then I've held the last time, and I've bought in 3 more times. So now we're gonna wait a year. We're gonna wait 11 months to see where Air Canada is in a year. I just don't. Oh, sorry, there it is right there. It's at 15. Sorry, it's .to. I'm sorry. There it is right there. I got the wrong one. But to be honest with you guys, I'm very excited to see where it goes. There's a couple other companies like drone delivery companies, all kinds of companies that I'm invested in right now that are kind of taking a kick in the pants right now. Everything's taking a kick in the pants. I'm in negative. Well, I'm not in total negative because I've made gains off buying things from the past. I have oil I'm still fresh green in. Airline stock, like there's... 1 or 2. I sold Air Transat the other day at cost, so it went back to where it was, and I sold it right away. Air Transat, now it's down again today, so I freed up some money selling Air Transat, and now I put into other companies that people recommended to me in the last couple of days from overseas. It's like, oh, look at this, I don't even know these companies, so kind of did a little research, kind of looked at it, but it looks good. Companies look promising. Are we at the bottom now to buy? I know we're in an election year, but I got, less than 100 days now until if they're allowed to go to the polls or they're going to do mail-in ballots? That's the question. Canada's economy, apparently, on paper, looks like it's going back up. What does this mean for people in the housing markets? It means a lot, because a lot of people have been waiting for housing to reach the price of wages, right? Or housing to meet the price, or for them to afford to buy into their markets, right? So anyways, guys, there's a lot of stuff happening right now in the markets. There's a lot of stuff happening right now. If you're looking to make or looking to invest, do your research, guys. Even consult it doesn't cost that much to consult it doesn't cost that much to consult a professional. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I look forward to reading your comments below. Where the market's headed, go ahead and comment below. I'm right, I don't know, maybe 50, 60% of the time when it comes to markets, and the same thing with housing. I've been saying housing has been going to crash for years. Why have I been wrong? Well, because I don't know what the government's going to pull out of its sleeve. Are we going to go to negative interest rates? There's a possibility. Are they going to abolish cash? Because Canada's pushing this COVID thing real strong that it's going to bankrupt all its airlines, going to bankrupt the whole country. And they keep pushing this COVID thing with, I think, 11 people died in the last month or something? Or these crazy numbers or whatever it is? I don't know. I don't know. They over-exaggerated this. Instead of opening their comments up when the government, or when our prime minister is talking live, instead of YouTube opening up its comments and allowing people, they get a couple of thousand dislikes and 3 likes on their videos. Watch. They're going to remove, and I said this earlier, they will remove the likes and dislikes on the Canadian news media now. Watch, because there's 3,000 dislikes and 3 likes. So it goes to show where the people's loyalty stands when it comes to mainstream government-funded media. Anyways, guys, I look really forward to kind of discussing with you guys. You know, Looney's on track to the best win streak in 6 years. Canada's GDP sees 4.5% growth in May, and you got mail-in ballot situation right now in the United States, so they can get Trump out of power. And that's that. That's all it's for. That's all it's for. And that's very unfair how they like to renegotiate and change the rules so they could put in a person they believe is going to do it, or they because the guy that's going to win it, they don't want him to win it, so they change the rules on them. That's really sad. That's democracy for you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for joining me this morning. It's coffee time, actually. This is a morning coffee with Mike. I'm going to have myself a coffee, and we will be discussing Mike in the Night tomorrow night, Saturday night. Go ahead and set your reminders. Don't forget to be part of the show and call in if you like. Thanks for watching.